Many people have achieved success in business through their enterprise and talent, but only a few have responded to their social conscience and set aside a part of their wealth for the needy. Here is one such person. The foresight and initiative of one man has changed the social contours of a geographical region in Kerala called Manappuram.
These days, when you hear Manappuram, chances are your first thought would be the Kerala-based gold loan company Manappuram Finance Limited. But for the people who live in the coastal belt of Thrissur District, Manappuram is much more. It is the land to which they belong. In fact, Manappuram is the strip of land bounded on the south by the Chalakudi River, joining the sea at Ala Kodungalur, and on the north by the Chetua River, flowing into the estuary. On the east, the Connolly Canal separates Manappuram from the mainland. With the vast Arabian Sea to the west, Manappuram is surrounded by water on all four sides. The soil is sandy, hence the name Manappuram or Land of Sand. Manappuram was the birthplace of freedom fighters like V.S. Kerali and poets like Kunyuni Master and the film director Ramu Karyap. Today, it is better known as the birthplace of some of the biggest names in business in India and the Middle East. Mr. M.A. Yusuf Ali of the Abu Dhabi-based retail giant Lulu, Dr. P. Muhammad Ali of the Gulf War Group based in Muscat, and Mr. V.P. Nandakumar, promoter of the Manappuram Group of companies, were all born and brought up in these villages of Manappuram. In 1986, he inherited a small pawnbroking business founded by his father V.C. Padmanabhan in 1949. Over the years, he has transformed it into the Manappuram Group, 10 companies dealing in finance, healthcare, information technology, foreign exchange, insurance, jewelry, and agro farms. The total assets of the group stand at more than 10,000 crore rupees.
Vision of Manappuram is to become a business conglomerate with special emphasis in financial services. We want to be a financial supermarket. We want to be in banking, and the group wanted to be well diversified. We want to diversify into healthcare, the retail, agro-based products. This will be the emphasis going forward.
In those early days when Mr. Nandakumar first took over the family business, friends and relatives tried their best to dissuade him. Letting go of a prestigious bank officer's job to settle for a modest pawnbroking outfit was considered foolhardy. 3 decades later, he has risen to the very top. In January 2014, his name was listed among India's top 100 CEOs by the leading business magazine Business Today.
It is true that the land of Manappuram has played host to legends in business like M.A. Yusuf Ali and V.P. Nandakumar. But it is not quite a land of milk and honey. Poverty continues to be a bitter reality in sections of society. The divide between the haves and have-nots is sharp. The poor struggle even for basic needs such as food, shelter, education and healthcare.
Like any place in Kerala, the divide between the rich and the poor is evident here too. The Gulf boom and the emigration in search of employment led to great changes in the socio-economic landscape of Kerala. The Manappuram area was a major beneficiary. The middle class became rich. They invested their savings in property and big houses. At the same time, there were negatives as well.
Agricultural labor was the first victim of the Gulf boom. So many people in the Manappuram area became poorer and could not meet their livelihood needs. Especially this was reflected in food, shelter, clothing and finally in the health sector.
About 25 lakh people reside in this belt, and Manappuram region is one of the most thickly populated areas in Kerala. The social and economic backwardness of the region is reflected in the health of the population, say physicians working in the area.
ഒരു മെമ്പറിന് വരുന്ന അസുഖം പെട്ടെന്ന് സ്പ്രെഡ് ആവുന്നുണ്ട്. കുറച്ചും കൂടി ഹയർ സോഷ്യോ എക്കണോമിക് ഗ്രൂപ്പിലുള്ള ആൾക്കാർക്ക് ഈ അസുഖങ്ങൾ കണ്ടുവരുന്നില്ല. That is the basic. That's why I am still not sure why it is there, but this is what I am seen in my practice.
The Manappuram Foundation was established in October 2009 with the aim of driving the corporate social responsibility vision of the Manappuram Group. The first major initiative of the foundation was a novel project to extend free health insurance coverage to 20,000 families below poverty line in the 7 panchayats adjoining Valapad, where the Manappuram Group companies are based. Over 1 lakh people have been brought under the ambit of the scheme, which assures them free hospital treatment up to a limit of 60,000 rupees per annum. Over the last 4 years, more than 12 crore rupees have been reimbursed to beneficiaries under this project called Manappuram Janaraksha Free Health Insurance Scheme. The checks received in reimbursement of medical expenses are distributed in meetings conducted by the foundation every month at the panchayat level.
Manappuram is rewarding his stakeholders, except the society. Society is a big stakeholder, even though they don't have any financial stake in the company. We want to do that, and we were thinking about that for quite long, in a very organized manner. Even before that, we were doing that in a casual manner. So we want to do that in a systematic and sustainable, which could run over the years. So vision is to enrich the society, especially those who are left out in the society because of the economic reasons.
This is the concept behind the Janaraksha Manappuram Free Health Insurance Program implemented by the United India Insurance Company. The start of the project was not easy. There was no support from government agencies and officials, and for a time, it made no headway. The project finally took off thanks to the special interest taken by Mr. T.N. Prathapan, the MLA for Nattiga at the time. Based on his suggestion, all the 7 panchayats falling under the Nattiga Assembly constituency were included in the project. The panchayats were Nattiga, Palikkulam, Valapad, Edathuruthi, Kaipamangalam, Vadanapalli and Engandiyu. In the first year, the foundation incurred a cost of 40 lakh rupees towards premium for the 1 lakh people who became beneficiaries.
The full premium, which otherwise would not be paid by the beneficiaries, is paid by the company directly. It is now more than 1 crore that we are paying. Under the scheme, the beneficiaries are able to avail treatment for an amount not exceeding rupees 60,000.
The project is now in its 4th year, and already the cost of the insurance premium has gone up from 40 lakhs to 1 crore rupees per annum. Over these years, it is estimated that beneficiaries have received medical treatment for at least 12 crore rupees.
In this coastal area of Thrissur District, the area called Manappuram, even the poorest section of the society is not deprived of health care. He can be taken to any, or she can be taken, the patient can be taken to any hospital and submit the bill. They get the reimbursement.
മണപ്പുറത്തിൻ്റെ ഇൻഷുറൻസ് കാർഡ് ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നു എനിക്ക്. ഒരു ആക്സിഡൻറ്റ് സംഭവിച്ചു, അത് ഒരു വലിയ സംഖ്യ ചെലവ് വന്നപ്പോൾ മണപ്പുറത്തിൻ്റെതായ അവരുടെ പരിധിക്കുള്ളിൽ നിന്നുള്ള സംഖ്യ എനിക്ക് അനുവദിച്ച് കിട്ടി. അതൊരു വലിയ സഹായമായിരുന്നു.
മണപ്പുറത്തിൻ്റെ കാർഡ് വലിയൊരു പാവങ്ങൾക്ക് വലിയൊരു ഉപകാരം എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ പോരാ, പറയത്തക്ക വിധത്തിൽ പറഞ്ഞാലൊന്നും പോയത് അത്രയും പുകഴ്ത്തി പറയേണ്ട കാര്യമാണ്.
After the state assembly elections of 2011, Mrs. Geeta Gopi of the Communist Party of India became the new MLA for Natika. Fortunately, she has been as supportive as T.N. Prathapan, who has now shifted to the nearby constituency of Kodungalur.
അങ്ങനെ സ്വാഭാവികമായും ഈ മണപ്പുറത്തിൻ്റെ ഈ തീരദേശ മേഖലയിലുള്ള ഒട്ടേറെ BPL കുടുംബങ്ങൾക്ക് നൽകുന്ന ഈ ആരോഗ്യ സുരക്ഷാ പദ്ധതി യഥാർത്ഥത്തിൽ നല്ല വിജയകരമായി ഈ മണപ്പുറം ഫൗണ്ടേഷൻ്റെ ഗ്രൂപ്പിൻ്റെ ചെയർമാൻ ഉൾപ്പെടെയുള്ള നന്ദേട്ടൻ ഉൾപ്പെടെയുള്ള വ്യക്തിത്വങ്ങൾ വളരെ പ്രയോറിറ്റി കൊണ്ടാണ് ഈ പദ്ധതി വളരെ സജീവമായിട്ട് വളരെ വിജയകരമായിട്ട് മുന്നോട്ട് പോകുന്നത്.
Today, Janaraksha Manappuram Free Health Insurance Scheme is a model CSR project responsive to the needs of the community. It is run without political interference and has full support from the local governments. As for the 20,000 families covered by Manappuram Janaraksha Free Health Insurance Scheme, beneficiaries don't spend even a rupee and they are reimbursed up to 60,000 rupees per annum for the money they spend on medical treatment.
എൻ്റെ അച്ഛന് ശ്വാസം മുട്ടായിട്ട് യൂണിറ്റി ഹോസ്പിറ്റലിൽ അഡ്മിറ്റ് ചെയ്തതിൻ്റെ ചെക്ക് വാങ്ങാൻ വേണ്ടിയാണ് ഞാൻ വന്നത്. ഞങ്ങൾക്ക് ചിലവായത് പൈസയുടെ ഏതാണ്ട് ഒരു പൈസ കിട്ടിയിട്ടുണ്ട്. ഞങ്ങൾക്ക് ഭയങ്കര സഹായമായി.
Cashless scheme. Actually, the scheme is introduced through third-party administrators. So, when the people having a necessity for claim, they need not come to the insurance company. So, the all hospitals are tied up by the TPA, third-party administrators, and some cases they give cashless facilities to the beneficiaries, and wherever they have paid the money, it will be reimbursed by the TPA.
The Janaraksha Manappuram Free Health Insurance Scheme is a unique, perhaps one of its kind, initiative in India. It is a project that Kerala can be proud of, say veterans of the insurance industry and prominent voices of society.
Manappuram Foundation is totally committed. It's not an eyewash like many companies do, but here what Manappuram is doing, they are specifically confirming that each and every beneficiary is or BPL family is benefited out of this project.
One peculiarity I find in Nandakumar is that his business is all over India and even abroad, but his concentration in charity purposes is to his village. It's because in the town we have everything, education, health, everything we have, but in a rural place it's all lacking. So he concentrates in the rural folk, especially his hometown of Valapad.
There are a large number of people in our country who are wealthy and who have great vision, but there are not too many people among them who address or face the philanthropic issues with the same vigor that they do in their industry. Sri Nandakumar is one of the very few people who are able to do it and who have done it and has created a tremendous track record in this matter.
Manappuram Foundation's Free Health Insurance Project began in 2010 and continues with great success. Today, beneficiaries are covered for all major diseases, but in those early days, there were many hurdles in the way.
So what happens was that if people are approaching the hospitals, they will be just sending the patients or the beneficiaries back, that under the pretext that this is not covered, this is not this is an existing disease, so you are not eligible for that, etc.
This attitude of the local hospitals affected the implementation of the free insurance scheme. To overcome the hurdles, Manappuram Foundation started counseling centers in each of the 7 panchayats. Counselors with professional qualifications in social work and clinical psychology were appointed to work with the beneficiaries. They assist the beneficiaries with admissions to hospitals, getting good care and filling up reimbursement claim forms. Today, these counselors are considered not just as employees of the Manappuram Foundation, but as pillars of the local community.
നമ്മുടെ രാജ്യത്ത് പലപ്പോഴും ആരോഗ്യ ഇൻഷുറൻസ് പദ്ധതിയിൽ ചേർന്നിട്ടുള്ള ആളുകൾക്ക് ഇൻഷുറൻസ് തുക മേടിക്കുന്നതിനെ പലപ്പോഴും അതിൻ്റെ നൂലാമാലകൾ അറിയാതെ നട്ടം തിരിയുന്ന സമയത്താണ് മണപ്പുറം ഫൗണ്ടേഷൻ 7 പഞ്ചായത്തുകളിലും 7 കൗൺസിൽ സെൻ്ററുകൾ ആരംഭിച്ച് 7 പഞ്ചായത്തുകളിലും 7 കൗൺസിലർമാരെ ചുമതലപ്പെടുത്തി ആവശ്യമായ യഥാസമയം മാർഗനിർദ്ദേശങ്ങൾ നൽകാനും ആ ക്ലെയിം തിരിച്ചു പിടിക്കുന്നതിനും മേടിക്കുന്നതിനും ആയി ഉള്ള എല്ലാ പ്രവർത്തനങ്ങൾക്കും നേതൃത്വം കൊടുത്തുകൊണ്ടിരിക്കുന്നു.
The social and political activists of the area have joined hands to make the project a great success without any political overtones.
Like health insurance for the poor, education is another tool that helps with the growth and development of the society. Particularly important is the opportunity for professional education extended to boys and girls from financially and socially backward families.
This is a village school run by the state government. The total number of students here is below 50. The school is now under threat of closure due to falling enrollment. It is a common phenomenon in all villages of Kerala. Ever since privately run English medium schools began mushrooming in the state, only children from poor families have remained with the government-run schools. Parents of these children don't dream that one day their child will become a doctor or an engineer. They are resigned to the knowledge that after schooling, their children will get into jobs like fishing or climbing coconut trees.
ഇലപൊഴിഞ്ഞുലയുന്നൊരാൽമര ചില്ലയിൽ വിറതുള്ളിരിക്കുന്ന പറവകൾ ഞങ്ങൾ തെരുവിൽ പറക്കുവാൻ ചിറകിൽ കരുത്തില്ല വെറുതെയിരുന്ന് ചെറുതേങ്ങൽ മാത്രം വെറുതെയിരുന്ന്.
But educationists involved with these schools have observed that the children studying here are as talented as those in the private English medium schools in urban areas. Mrs. Sushima Nandakumar worked for 30 years as a teacher in rural government schools and recently retired as headmistress of a government school in this area. She believes students studying in these government schools are as brilliant and intellectually gifted as any from the private schools in cities.
നല്ല കഴിവുള്ള ഒരുപാട് വിദ്യാർത്ഥികൾ ഇവിടെ ഉണ്ട്. വേണ്ട വിധത്തിലൊരു സപ്പോർട്ട് കിട്ടുകയാണെങ്കിൽ ഇപ്പം ഞാൻ പലപ്പോഴും വിചാരിക്കാറുണ്ട് ഇവരൊക്കെ ടൗണിലൊക്കെ ജീവിക്കുകയെന്ന് വെച്ചിട്ടുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ വളരെ ഉയർന്ന നിലയിൽ IAS IPS ഒക്കെ വരെ കിട്ടാൻ കഴിവുള്ള വിദ്യാർത്ഥികൾ ഇവിടെ പലരും ഉള്ളതായിട്ട് നമുക്ക് തോന്നിയിട്ടുണ്ട്. പക്ഷെ അവർക്ക് ജീവിത സാഹചര്യങ്ങൾ വളരെ മോശമായതുകൊണ്ട് അങ്ങനെ ഒരു ഉയർന്ന വിദ്യാഭ്യാസം ലഭിക്കാതെ പോകുന്ന ഒരു ഘട്ടം ഉണ്ടായിട്ടുണ്ട്.
It is in this social context that Mr. VP Nandakumar and the Manappuram Foundation's latest initiative in education stands rooted. The idea is to provide educational opportunities to children of poor families on par with what is available to well-off kids. Manappuram Foundation has started an academy of higher education in Thrissur to give free professional education to children of fishermen and other socially marginalized groups like scheduled castes and tribes. The academy picks out bright students in the area and provides them with professional training to ensure a rewarding career for them.
Chartered accountants, I think, is a profession with the maximum potential in the world. When I see this, I'm telling you, after analyzing, traveling around the world and all that, in India there's a tremendous short supply of chartered accountants. If you are a systematic person, you study in a very organized, orderly manner, you can pass CA earlier than any other professional course. It takes only 3 years or 3 to 4 years after your +2, whereas any other professional qualification like medicine, engineering takes 5, 6, 7, 8 years.
It is a demanding course of study, and only a few have used it as a stepping stone to a successful career. As for children from poor families, especially those from scheduled castes and tribes, they may not even dream of it. Not surprisingly, there are very few chartered accountants from these groups. Today, 27 students from the Manappuram area, all from poor families, are being trained at the Manappuram Academy of Higher Education to become chartered accountants. The foundation extends all necessary facilities to the students, including study material and uniform.
We are in the process of creating a change in the society by generating, by producing so many chartered accountants from the deprived sections of the society, PPL families, going forward.
ദൈവമേ കാത്തുകൊള്ളുന്നു കൈവിടാതിങ്ങു ഞങ്ങളെ.
We have hired qualified and committed, passionate teachers to teach them on chartered accountancy. Any organization has taken an initiative to groom, develop, coach, train, teach and prepare them to become the future chartered accountants.
We are selecting the students from the coastal +2 schools, preferably BPL and from the OBC students. And the selection procedure is purely on an academic or merit basis. That is, we are considering their +2 marks and the marks obtained from the aptitude test and also on the basis of the interview.
At the academy, these children are put through systematic training from the very first day. They are determined to make full use of this unexpected opportunity to shape a brighter future for themselves. They are quite aware of the challenges involved in clearing the CA exams. They are determined that their rural background and their schooling in Malayalam medium in government schools will not be an obstacle to their dreams.
പഠിക്കാൻ ഭയങ്കര ആഗ്രഹമായിരുന്നു. പണത്തിന്റെ കാര്യം കൊണ്ട് ഞാൻ കിട്ടുമെന്ന് പ്രതീക്ഷിച്ചതും അല്ല. ഇത് പിന്നെ ഫ്രീ കോഴ്സ്, നമുക്ക് നന്നായിട്ട് പഠിക്കാൻ പറ്റും, നല്ലോണം ഒരു ക്ലാസ്സുകൾ എടുക്കുന്നുണ്ട്.
അപ്പോൾ ഞാനിവിടെ വീട്ടിൽ വന്ന് പറഞ്ഞ് എനിക്ക് CA പഠിക്കണമെന്ന്. അപ്പോൾ തന്നെ എനിക്കറിയായിരുന്നു വീട്ടിൽ സാമ്പത്തികം കുറച്ച് മോശമെന്ന്. അങ്ങനെ +2 പഠിക്കുമ്പോൾ മണപ്പുറത്തിൻ്റെ അവിടെ വന്നിട്ട് ഇങ്ങനെ കൂടുതൽ മാർക്കുള്ള കുറച്ച് പിള്ളേരെ ഇൻ്റർവ്യൂ ഇതൊക്കെ നടത്തിയിട്ട് സെലക്ട് ചെയ്യണമെന്ന് പറഞ്ഞ്.
If Mr. VP Nandakumar's dream project meets with success, it will be something of a revolution in Kerala's educational history. For the first time in Kerala, chartered accountants will emerge from BPL families, scheduled castes and scheduled tribes.
We started last year. In 4 years, we hope we will be able to bring out so many chartered accountants year on year, 25-30 chartered accountants from the deprived sections of society, that also geographically from this backward area.
Pagal Veedu, a daycare home for the elderly, is another landmark initiative of the Manappuram Foundation. This daycare center is run in association with the Vikas Trust at Talikulam.
They are grandfathers and grandmothers. They are in their sunset years, but they are very active here. They enjoy the last few years of life with all happiness by sharing their thoughts and involving themselves in creative pursuits during the day. This is the only daycare center functioning in the Manappuram area free of cost. All facilities including medical care and food are provided to them.
ആരുമില്ല വീട്ടിൽ. പിന്നെ എനിക്കിനിയിൽ മറ്റേ ഇവരൊക്കെ കാര്യങ്ങൾ മനസ്സിൽ കിടന്ന് ഓടുമ്പോൾ ഒരു സുഖവും തോന്നില്ല. ഇവിടെ വന്നിരുന്നാലൊന്നും ഒന്നും അറിയില്ല.
ഇവിടെ വന്നിട്ടുള്ള എല്ലാവരും പറയണം, അവർ മാത്രമല്ല അവരുടെ ബന്ധുക്കളും മക്കളും എല്ലാവരും പറയണം, ഞങ്ങളുടെ അമ്മയ്ക്കും അച്ഛനും ഉണ്ടായിരുന്ന ആ മാനസികമായ ഒരു മാന്യത ഇപ്പോൾ നിലവിലില്ല. അവരെപ്പോഴും ഉഷാറാണ്.
Apart from its own charitable activities, the Manappuram Foundation also extends financial support to other charitable organizations in the area. Manappuram Foundation extends support to Alpha Palliative Care based in Edamuttam and operating in 7 districts of Kerala. Alpha Palliative Care is the largest non-government organization working in palliative care in India. It takes care of nearly 1,000 terminally ill patients who have lost hope in life.
VP Nandakumar is associating as a patron, a respected patron of Alpha Palliative Care since many years. Probably he is the single major supporter of Alpha Palliative Care. This is a very strong relationship because we believe that he personally enjoys supporting this kind of initiatives.
The Manappuram Foundation also extends regular financial help to the Shanti Medical Information Center at Guruvayur.
We are guiding patients require treatment from various hospitals, and we are providing dialysis for the poor needy kidney patients. So many patients are not in a financial condition to do their dialysis in the common way, so we are helping to do their dialysis in subsidized rate and free dialysis with the support of our well-wishers like Mr. Nandakumar in Manappuram Foundation.
Beyond charity, the Manappuram Foundation has promoted initiatives in women empowerment. The Sarojini Padmanabhan Women Empowerment Program conducts vocational and skill development programs aimed at women from socially and economically backward families. The foundation runs skill development and training centers in Palakkad and Thrissur. Special training is given to women to acquire skills in making jewelry and dresses for special occasions. The foundation also helps with the sale of these products so that the activity is commercially viable.
It's like empowering people, so it will definitely bring about very good changes, very positive changes for the society and for the country as well.
Beyond philanthropy, Mr. VP Nandakumar takes keen interest in green farming and environmental conservation. Of the 5 annual awards constituted in memory of his father, VC Padmanabhan, one is given to an individual with a distinguished record in environmental protection. In 2013, the award was presented to Dr. Madhav Gadgil, a noted environmental scientist who has done pioneering work on the ecology of the Western Ghats.
By recognizing excellence in public personalities from which the society as a whole is benefited.
Let's have a standing ovation to Dr. Madhav Gadgil as he receives VC Padmanabhan Memorial Award in the category of Ecology and Environmental Conservation.
The creation of wealth by ethical means depends on the ability to successfully combine one's dreams, creativity and entrepreneurship into wealth. No doubt, VP Nandakumar is an extremely successful wealth creator. But he also believes that he is merely the custodian of the wealth he has accumulated and that the society should be the real beneficiary. That sets him apart from his peers.